Hey everybody, so I decided to start doing what's called Tuesday Tips. Everybody has been kind of asking me about my curls and how long they stay and how I get them. So today I wanted to do a video and just kind of show you what I do. And so every Tuesday you can look forward to like new tips and tricks of like how to curl, different types of curls, you know, different ways to curl without using a curling iron, and maybe a curling iron is not your thing. So today I am going to start with my normal curls. I have a 1-inch barrel curling iron. It's hot and ready to go. It's Conair. I think I paid like 10 bucks for it. I am not a firm believer in spending a ton of money on curling irons. I think the most I've spent on a curling iron is 20 bucks. Only because I go through them quickly, and some people might say, well, maybe you're going through them so quickly because you're not buying, you know, a better curling iron. Well, to me, it doesn't matter. I'll just buy a $10 curling iron and I'm fine. $10 curling iron will last me a good 2 years. So my other products that I use typically on a daily basis is dry shampoo from Suave. It's my favorite. It's like $2 a can. I use Big Sexy Hair Powder Play. It actually gives it a nice volumizing texture. And then I also use Tresemme hairspray, which I really like this stuff. I think it smells really pretty too. My sister-in-law, Carly, actually turned me on to this. And I've loved it ever since. So, what I do every morning is I just simply brush out my hair. So I'll kind of brush it every which way just to kind of make sure that I get everything out. And you'll see, like, sometimes you'll see my hair being worn like this, or sometimes you'll kind of see it being worn like this. A lot of people are like, no, my part is X. Well, I used to be like that for a long time, where my part was like right here where you can see a scar that I have. It was a way I can hide it. I don't know how I got the scar. I know that I have it. But I've really learned like the best hair days come from just doing what your hair is gonna do. So today, I brushed it out, and I'm going to shake it out and figure out where my part lands. So my parts are never straight, they're kind of jagged, which is fine. You know, I feel like it kind of gives it a more natural look, and I like the more natural look. So then I'll just take my brush and I'll brush it out just so I can kind of see what I'm working with. And then what I do is I grab my Suave dry shampoo. And this kind of helps keep a hold and keeps it from getting greasy. And I simply just kind of lift the hair. And I spray the root. And I lift it in the back towards the nape of the head. So it kind of looks a little frizzy right now because I just kind of tousled it and pulled it up. So then I'll just kind of take my brush through it again. Just kind of comb it out a little bit, but you see I didn't start at the top because I don't want to brush out whatever texture I just put in my hair. So I just kind of do the ends. Sometimes if I'm in like I have time, whatever, I will completely section off my hair when I curl it. So I will typically start like this, and then I'll tie it in on that, and then I curl piece by piece by piece. But I kind of want to show you like a little bit of an easier way to do it when I'm like pressed a little bit for time trying to get out the door on time, because most of you probably know me, I am always late. It's either 10 or 15 minutes, I'm always running a few minutes behind. I think it's because I'm kind of a scatterbrain too, because I think about like 100 things at one time, and then my husband's like, just think about one thing at a time and maybe things will get better, but my brain doesn't operate like that. So grab my curling iron, and what I do is I just grab pieces. Whatever, like if you grab a chunk of hair and you're like, oh, this just is too thick, then grab a smaller piece. So at the beginning, I always do it away from my face. A lot of people say you do, you curl different angles. So you'll do one away, one toward, one away, one toward. Because then it doesn't let your curls come together it keeps them separate all day long. But the way that I do it at the end, I'm able to do just one wave curling. Because I don't know about you, but I always forget by the time I'm like in 3 or 4 curls. I'm like, which way was the last way I just did my curl? I don't remember. So, and what I do is you'll see that I still have hair there at the end. So I don't clamp down on the ends. I lift my lever just a little bit and I kind of just spin my curling iron a little bit and I let it go. So you'll see it's really tight at first, and that's okay. What happens is the tighter the curl, the longer it lasts. And I just kind of did the same thing there. And then see how I dropped a piece? Well, now I know that my piece is a little too big. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to curl that one individually. And I pull them down. I don't just release, I pull. So see how you got the little piece of hair there? So I'm going to lift my lever just a little bit and I'm going to pull it a little bit. And then I pull it down. So yes, it looks really tight right now, but when you're done, that's how your curls last, because then they relax into that look that you're looking for, into like the looser curl. Again, see how I didn't do it all the way? Then I'll lift my lever a little bit and I'll recurl it. I'll lift it again, and then I hold it there for about 10 seconds. Just touch it, see if it's warm, and I pull it down. And then I will continue this through most of my hair. Again, see my hair? I didn't clamp down on the ends. I just kind of lifted and spun, lifted and spun.
Like Jock, where you stay? Till I college ball, where the chop call. Eat 20 grand, spend a grand at the bar. Just about the zone, J's on my feet. I'm on that Patron, so get like me. 69 cutlass with the bucket seats. Beat in my trunk, bought it just for the freaks. Catch me in the hood, posted at the stove. Pistol in my lap on the phone, counting dough. If your girl chew, let her do a thing. Just like a mama, nice and night brain. Everybody love me, I'm so fly. Niggas throw the deuces every time I ride by. I know you wonder why, I'm so cool. Don't ask me, just do what you do. Meet me in the trap, it's going down. Meet me in the mall, it's going down. Meet me in the club, it's going down. Anywhere you meet me, guaranteed to go down. Meet me in the trap, it's going down. Meet me in the trap, it's going down. Meet me in the trap. Meet me in the club, it's going down. Anywhere you meet me, guaranteed to go down. Meet me in the trap, it's going down. Meet me in the mall, it's going down. Meet me in the club, it's going down. Anywhere you meet me, guaranteed to go down. Verse number 2, do the damn thing. Cubes on my neck, pocket full of bent frames. When I'm in the mall, hoes just pause. I pop a few tags, give me that on the.
Okay, so now you can see like my hair's curled, right? Well, now it's called kind of like, I call it the cleanup. So now I'm going to go through my hair and I'm going to see what pieces I missed. So like I have a piece here that I missed. So I'm going to grab that piece. There's a little piece there too. And then I grab a couple pieces that are kind of closer to my root. And then I will go through those and just kind of give it a little bit more volume. So like right here is a good piece that needs to be cleaned up. So I cleaned up that piece. And then I'll grab a couple through here. I'll go through the top. And then it helps me separate my curls as well. So I'll kind of loosen it up a little bit so I don't clamp on the end. And I'll just pull it down. So now I'm getting a more fuller curl. And I'll kind of go through my whole entire head and do that. It only takes a couple minutes and it's totally worth it. Okay, so that looks okay there. And it's all of aesthetics. If you like it before you go to clean it up, that's fine. Totally good. Because it's your hair and you do what you want with it. So I'm going to loosen that one. This one right here, I tend to leave a little bit looser. Only because I can style it a little bit better when this one's a little bit looser. So then I'll go through here and I'll grab this piece. And I'll just kind of clean that up a little bit. So my cleanup is done. Turn my curling iron off and I put it in my holder. So I don't brush out my curls after either. So I'm actually going to bend over and shake out my hair because that's what I do. And then I will go and decide to back comb and then I will add this in. So it looks really big and crazy right now, right? Well, we're gonna fix that. Well, I got the Farrah Fawcett going on today. So then I just kind of piece together my curls a little bit. I just kind of finger comb them just so they relax just a little bit. I'll do the same thing here. And if I have a few pieces that still need to be cleaned up afterwards, I just pop my curling iron back on. So I just kind of do it sometimes just to be on the safe side. And then I will go through and I will look at those. So like this, I don't like the whole Farrah Fawcett look, so I will go through it and I will, not that I don't like it, I mean, to each their own. I just don't like it like that. So I'll just kind of go through and just piece them out a little bit. So now it's more separate. Today I'm actually going to use the powder play. I think I need it. So I'm going to go through, and this stuff is pretty amazing. It is Big Sexy Hair, right? It's powder play, and it's a powder, and it turns into like a almost like a liquid. It's the weirdest thing. Like, it's amazing. Personally, I love it. So I'll go through and I literally just tap. That's all you do, and then you kind of shake it out at the roots. It gives you volume. And then I kind of shake it out at the curls a little bit and scrunch it a little bit because it kind of helps separate it. And then I'll do it over here too. And then I will get my back comb. I use this one. As you can see, all my hair is in it. Sorry. I use the Conair back comb. So what I do is I'll take the end and I kind of go with the crown. So I start, but I don't brush it through the entire hair. Like, I literally just get enough and then comb it. It looks big right now, right? But that's okay. I do the same thing here. See how I don't comb out the curl? Because that's how you ruin your curls. I'm going to do it again here. And I kind of do it in the back to give it a little bit more volume. See, like, I'm going to have to clean up that curl. And that's okay. And I'll do it a little bit here. And then I kind of shake it into my hair a little bit to break it up a little bit. And I do it very lightly in the front. Like, and when I say lightly, I mean lightly. Because then you get the little frizzy part. And I'm not a big keen person of the frizzy part. Then I'll do it on this side. And shake it out. And if I have a couple touch-up pieces I need to do, I'll do them. There we go. And then right here, I'll do it very lightly again. Very, very lightly. Okay, so it looks a little ratty right here. So we're gonna fix it. I just kind of comb my fingers through it. There we go. That's better. And depending on the weather, I'm gonna clean up this curl. Depending on the weather, I use hairspray because the dry shampoo and the powder play, I feel like gives me enough texture, but I don't necessarily, oh, there's one. I don't need hairspray. But sometimes, depending on the humidity outside, I still add a little bit. So we'll just play on the side of caution and see if it's humid. So we'll just use a little bit. I don't use a ton of hairspray. So I'll take and then I kind of just scrunch at it to keep the curls separate. Same thing here. And then I lift it in the back to keep the volume in place. And I scrunch it in the back. I'm gonna clean that one up. And as I go and I see them, they need to be cleaned up, clean them up. It's no problem. And look at that. 24 minutes while I'm doing a tutorial and my hair is curled. It can be done. Okay, my hair's done. And this will last all day. If you have any questions or you have products that you enjoy, let me know because I am willing to test them out. I'm always open to new products and trying different things with my hair. And next week, what I think I'm going to do is talk about beach waves with either a flat iron or a 2-inch barrel is what next week's going to be about. Anyway, questions, just let me know. Have a great day, guys.